And good afternoon and a warm welcome to Open Studio right here on DSTV channel 263. My name is Pimelo Mhlanga, aka the P Master, and I'm your host for today's show. Now on today's show, we are joined by an incredible organization named the South African Association of Youth Clubs. This organization is actually aimed at supporting youth clubs in a variety of ways. And joining us on studio today is Mr. Sean Daniels, who's going to be engaging us more on exactly how does the organization go about doing that. Mr. Sean, good afternoon and welcome to Open Studio.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having us.
Well, it's amazing to be having you on studio as well. Now, before we actually get into speaking about the association itself, can you briefly actually introduce yourself to our viewers and also let us know the role that you play in the South African Association of Youth Clubs?
Thank you. I'm Sean Daniels. I was born and bred in Stellenbosch, not too far away from the mother city.
Yeah.
I grew up on the farm, and that's the short history of me. But I've been involved in youth development for the last 13 years after I left school.
Yeah.
And I came to know the Southern African Association of Youth Clubs at an annual camp in 2013 and started working with the organization as of 2015 as the provincial coordinator in the Western Cape.
All right. Now tell us about your experience with it and the organization itself, its mission and vision.
All right. I came to know this organization, as I said, in 2013, and the hype, the vibe in and around the camp in itself made me fall in love with the organization.
Yeah.
To find out that the organization's mission is to facilitate integrated youth development through strategic partners for the development of young people in and around South Africa. And by doing that, we want to see in our vision that young people living their dreams, and not only have a dream, but actually living it while they are active and participating with whatever they are doing in society.
All right. Now, it is very interesting that the organization was actually founded back in 1937 itself. I mean, that was back in the apartheid days, and it shows so much transformation and that it remains sustainable till this very day in 2018. Tell us about the transformation of the organization up until this period.
Well, with any organization, there are ups and downs, and the organization went through phases, and it had its ups, it had its downs, it had its curves. But the organization remained focused on what it wanted to do and achieve within the South African context.
Yeah.
By creating a South Africa that is for young people, through young people.
Yeah.
And with that said, being around since 1937, and you just highlighted, it's been through the apartheid years.
Yeah.
And with the dawn of democracy, between 1990 and 1994, the organization also grew from where we are now. It's inclusive with everyone, and anyone can join it, so it's not an isolated organization.
Yeah. All right, now tell us about the services that you guys offer as an association and also the type of support that you also give to youth clubs.
All right. When it comes to youth clubs, we have provincial coordinators within 7 of the 9 provinces within South Africa, with the exclusion of the Northern and the Eastern Cape at this present moment in time. I'm stationed in the Western Cape.
In the Western Cape.
And then we have also centers. We have 3 centers in Gauteng, which is in Ekurhuleni, Orange Farm, as well as Soweto, and then 1 in the Free State.
Yeah.
And we offer services to young people within the communities through our centers, through various programs that we offer in our center-based programs. And then we also have capacity buildings and trainings through our youth clubs and our provincial coordinators. So we go out, we train the young people within the community where they do not have the access to centers.
Yeah. All right. Now, what I'm interested in also finding out is the youth clubs. Are they based in the youth clubs? Are they actually based in the organization, or are there other organizations that you guys are actually collaborating with and working with them through the project?
Yeah, indeed. Like I said in the beginning, our mission is to facilitate integrated youth development through strategic stakeholders.
Yeah.
So we can never be working alone as a non-profit organization. We need the help and assistance of other organizations to facilitate some of the stuff that we cannot offer.
Yeah.
Because we can't be everything to everyone.
True.
And the youth clubs find themselves in the communities wherever they are in the country. And as provincial coordinators, we go out. We make a call, check in how they are doing, what services they need at this present moment in time. For example, if a netball club needs services in a training for clinic, how up their skills.
Yeah, yeah.
As Sean, I can never be able to offer a netball club the services of
Yeah.
training. I know soccer, I know rugby, but I don't know netball. So for that, I will need an external partner to facilitate that process.
Facilitate that.
Or tell them, this is the number, call this person, they will be able to assist you. I've already linked you up with them.
All right. Now, it's very interesting works that you guys are actually engaging with, and you've also focusing on gender training. I'm interested in actually finding out what is the gender training all about, and why do you guys actually focus on gender training?
All right. Over the years, we have seen that the LGBTI community are and is excluded from services.
Yeah.
Not included, there is stigma around the LGBTI community. And as an organization, we cannot sit with our hands tied up or on our hands to say, but
Yeah.
we have the LGBTI community within our society. They need to be part of us. As
Yeah.
we're saying, we want young people to live their dreams,
Yeah.
irrespective of your sexual orientation and your belief system. As an organization, we cannot push you aside. Then it's like the question you ask, we were like our transformation through apartheid.
Yeah.
And it's part of our transformation process as well. It's inviting the LGBTI community into our organization, but also telling the others that are not part of the LGBTI community
Yeah.
what the LGBTI community is all about, and make them understand what it is to be either lesbian or gay, living in society,
Yeah.
what that stigma is, but also to get information from the LGBTI society so that others in and around South Africa can understand the context of what it is to be lesbian or gay, in that context.
All right. Also creating an environment that is inclusive.
Exactly.
Right. Now we're going to be going to an ad break right now. When you come back, we're going to be learning more about the services that are offered by the South African Association of Youth Clubs, and of course, finding out how they actually engage, get membership, and as well if you would like to be involved in it or get a hold of them in any way. So make sure that you stay tuned in right here on Open Studios DSTV channel 263. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Open Studio right here on DSTV channel 263. Just in case you just joined us, we are joined today by an organization named the South African Association of Youth Clubs. And of course, on studio with us is Sean Daniels, who's taking us through it. Before the break, we got into understanding what the organization is about, its vision and mission, and also got to talk about the gender, their gender focus in terms of ensuring that they help people in understanding LGBT plus community and also creating an environment that is inclusive. Mr. Sean, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
All right, we continue with the conversation right now, taking a look at that. We spoke a little bit about the focus that you guys have in terms of gender identity. I want us now to speak about some of the outcomes and experiences that you guys have had in making people, in trying to create such an inclusive environment. I mean, and also getting people to understand how has that whole thing been and what has the outcome been of you guys focusing rather on gender identity.
Okay. Through our youth clubs, we have an open platform, to put it that way. So anyone can join our youth clubs.
Yeah.
So by opening the space up to say that as an organization we are inclusive, so anyone from the LGBTI community can join, or anyone in the community can join our youth clubs. And that was one form of inviting the LGBTI community. To get to the outcomes, we're offering life skills through our centers as well as in provincial coordinators to our youth clubs. And through that process, we convey the message. But as Sean, as myself, and I'm speaking on behalf of my other provincial coordinators, we do not know everything.
Yeah.
So for us on our side, it is best to have someone from the LGBTI community presenting a workshop on the LGBTI society and how they see themselves in the community, but also then for other young people to learn from them and knowing and understanding. So when they walk away, the ideals they had and the belief systems they had about the LGBTI plus community is different. Yeah.
All right. Now, you also mentioned that you guys actually have your youth development program. You focus on making youth people actually active participants in their own development. Tell us more with regard to that.
Okay. as we said, that we want young people living their dreams.
Yeah.
So I cannot live your dream on your behalf.
True.
But what we do is we capacitate you with the needed training and skills so that you can go back home,
Yeah.
into your community, and do what you do best at what you can do, and so that you can live your dream while you are doing it. The ups, the downs, the hustles, the struggles, all of that is inclusive into you living your dream. But that is our approach to development, is capacitating you with the needed skills and facilitating that process throughout your time with the organization, and then from there mentoring you afterwards to see how we can get you into the market space and make sure that you are actually living your dream.
Yeah. All right. So basically, you guys are supporting, when you speak, referring to people living their dreams, it's supporting people with different passions. I
Yes.
mean, you mentioned football earlier on, netball, as well as someone who's interested in whether following an academic route or a route that is not so academic. Yeah. Because of, like, we also take into account the fact that in the country that we live in right now, the system emphasizes so much that one must follow the academic route for them to be successful. And I think it is amazing that we have organizations of your nature that actually engaging people, you know, and supporting them in ensuring that they actually follow their exact passion. Now, let's speak about membership. Who can be a part of the South African Association of Youth Clubs? Like, do you guys accept membership? And if so, what is the process of the membership of the organization?
All right. Membership is very simple. You go onto our website, which is www.saayc.co.za. Click on membership, get the membership form, fill it out.
Yeah.
A youth group is a group of young people equivalent to 3 to 5 can start a youth group. Whether you are in sport, whether you're in dancing, whether you're in poetry, whether you're in literature, social development, education, however, if it is something that is driving you, but it's also driving the community to better in itself.
Yeah.
That is what the organization is for when it comes to membership. And like I was saying, the LGBTI community that used to be excluded from a lot of services in and around South Africa, we open our doors to say, please join us, because we want to learn, but we also have skills that we can offer you and you can offer us. And I believe that in that system of membership, we can have a wholesome community, because if we have youth clubs in Langa, Guguletu, and Nyanga, we can get those young people from the township to actually engage with the people across the street in Bonteheuwel, Mitchell's Plain. Because we're living in isolation, and we live literally across from each other on the end too. But we do not communicate with each other. And I believe through youth clubs and through membership in the association, you get exposed to much more than just what you are currently doing.
Yeah, true. Now, tell us about the stakeholders. I mean, as an organization, I feel like there are stakeholders that are somehow engaged in it, to keep you guys to continue going forward, doing what you do best. Tell us about some of the stakeholders that you guys actually work with, and maybe some that you guys are looking into working with going into the future.
Okay. The first one that I can think of in the immediate is the Soul City Institute when it comes to gender and the education around HIV and AIDS. They have what we call the Rise Young Women's Youth Clubs within their society, and they are members of the organization at this moment in time. So it is great working with them, and they're working especially with young ladies within the community. And then onto another organization or NPC that we are working with, non-profit company. It's called VOLA, which is the dollar for volunteers. And it is a new program that we're busy rolling out, and we're testing and we're trying it. And we hope and trust by starting of 2019, we will have VOLA up and running. So as a volunteer, you would go out and you would do something in the community. But normally volunteers are just saying, thank you, here's a t-shirt, here's a burger and a cool drink. But at the end of the day, we want young people to be more active in their participation. So VOLA is technically paying you for your services, but you can exchange the VOLA for whatever you need.
All right, man. Now we're going to be going to an ad break right now. When you come back, we're going to be concluding the conversation right here with the South African Association of Youth Clubs. So make sure that you stay with us right here. DSTV, channel 263. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the very last segment of Open Studio here on DSTV channel 263, and we are about to be closing the conversation that we've been having with Mr. Sean Daniels, coming through from the South African Association of Youth Clubs. So if you just joined us, I'm sure maybe you can catch a little bit there and hear what we spoke about on the previous segments of the show. Mr. Sean, welcome back to the last segment of the show.
Thank you.
All right, now I want us to get into this. You mentioned that you guys have youth centers. You have 3 in Johannesburg and a number of other ones in 7 provinces in the country. Tell us about what actually happens at the youth centers.
Okay, we have 4, 3 in Gauteng and 1 in the Free State. And it is open to the community. So young people go to the center, whether it is they want to do their homework, have a bit of struggles with that.
Yeah.
So in that we have our education support program. And then we also have other forms of initiatives that we run through our centers.
Yeah.
And one of that would be the what we would call now the 4th industrial revolution,
Yeah.
when it comes to technology and stuff. So when young people are interested in technology, we give them that opportunity to learn that through our centers as well.
Yeah. All right. Now they send. You guys have a. Tell us about your ICT age, right? And your design squad. Take us through that program. What is it about, as well as the design squad?
Okay. The I stage, as we call it, or ICT age, is the 4th industrial revolution, as I've previously mentioned. It is where we give young people the opportunity to go about and make and create their own apps.
Yeah.
Radio production. We go about and say front-end user when it comes to computers. Open a computer box, take the parts out and put it back in again.
Yeah.
So when they leave, it's accredited programs. So when they leave the center after a year, they have an accreditation to say that I've been accredited and I've done this program through the center. Yeah.
Also,
and when when it comes to the design squad, it is where young people can actually start building things with their hands.
Yeah.
Whether it is finding and making science more exciting. That's what the design squad is all about.
All right. So the program is actually offered at the centers.
It's at the centers.
At the centers. All right. Now, also tell us about the entrepreneurship program and the holiday one. I'd like to believe you guys have something around that. Tell us about that program as well.
Our social entrepreneurship program is where young people find themselves wanting to have a business of their own. And having that business of their own, they need the skills to do so. So through our social entrepreneurship program, we then take these young people through a journey of giving them entrepreneurial skills, hook them up with market, make them understand what it is to brand themselves, and through that they can actually start running a business with the ideas that they are having. And when it comes to our holiday programs, it's mostly run at our centers. That is more of an open space, lots of activities happen. It's promoting the centers in itself, but also giving the community more of a buy-in to what the center is doing.
Yeah. All right. So tell us about some of the greatest achievements that the organization has had thus far. Okay.
We have survived for 81 years.
Yeah.
In itself, that is an achievement. And we alongside with the Orlando Pirates, if I can put it that way. And the other thing that I wanted to say is non-profit organizations don't survive that long. So that is a thumbs up.
Yeah, it is.
The other is, if I'm thinking now, our Soweto Bay Center in Gauteng has won 3 international awards for the clubhouse that they are running. It's a global program and they have walked away with 3 international awards. In itself, it's an achievement for South Africa.
It really is.
And the other is that we are the only association in Southern Africa, to put it that way, that associate themselves as an organization with young people through membership, being an association of youth clubs.
Yeah. All right. No, this very great stuff that you guys have been doing. Now, take us through what is it that stakeholders as well as people and us as well can be looking forward to the future of the organization. Like, what is it that we must be looking forward to from you guys from this point in time?
I want to metaphor it as a caterpillar. We in metamorphosis, we develop every day. And as an external stakeholder, government, etc., that is looking at us as an organization or association, we want to take hands wherever and however we can. We do not have all the answers. Corporate as well as government do not have all the answers. So as an organization, we develop And as we develop, we broaden and brighten South Africa through the Association of Youth Clubs as well as through our centers.
All right, now can you briefly just let us know how can people actually be able to get a hold of the organization, and should they actually need to find out any more information?
Okay. They can go onto our website, which is www.saayc.co.za. They can contact the Western Cape Provincial Office, that's where I'm based, on 060-989-2690. That's 060-989-2690. And they can also contact the provincial office through my initials, which is sdaniels@saayc.co.za.
Okay, thank you so much for coming through and joining us on Student, telling us more about the organization. We're hoping to be seeing much more coming through from you guys, and as well as you mentioned, lightening up the countries. You continue to develop much more youth people and helping them in following their dreams and doing things that they're passionate about. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having us.
All right, man, and also thank you guys for joining us on the show today. It's been an absolutely amazing and informative one, and hoping that you guys managed to actually grasp as much as possible for yourselves on it. My name is Pimelo Mhlanga, aka the P Master. Remember that if you'd like to find out more information about our show, do ensure that you visit our Facebook page. That is, of course, Cape Town TV. Have a great one. Until we meet again, stay blessed.